Alright, so this is going to be the final video, possibly. This is the last two levels, Chicken Fight, and there's no place like home. So there's two different ways to go about Chicken Fight, depending on what save you used in NG+. We mentioned before that... we mentioned in the Pussy Whipped video that we have our health pool, like, we have no upgrades for the health pool prior to the run, so that we can save it for a later level. Chicken Fight is that level. So, I'll show you the two different ways. I'll show you the one with the health upgrades first, because I imagine newcomers will be using that more likely. Hopefully this looks okay. So you just keep punching the chicken. Oh, actually, I forget. Does he get extra damage by the cars here? Or is that...
yeah. The cars do quite a lot of damage to him.
Okay. So what you want to do is you want to lead the chicken into these explosives, such as these cars, for example. Oh my god, I haven't done this in so long. Do you remember?
Well, remember how to do the straps?
Yeah, it's been so long.
Yeah, I should be able to.
Okay, I'll lead it for you for this one then.
Alright. Well, let's hope that I actually remember. Yeah, so you kind of want to generally aim for things that explode and big groups of things. So, like, these glass panes is a really good example of a big group of things.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Oh. Alright, so that was a bit sketch, but that's fine. This level's one of the easier ones, because there's a lot of tables and barrels you can throw them into.
Oh, and he'll do that roll very often.
Yeah, so like these big groups of barrels are great because they all deal like damage individually. So one thing you'll notice is I don't know how many other runners know this, but I'll wait for him to do kind of his like combo, and then like it's a very precise timing after he does his combo. You can like unblock or like block it, and be able to attack him again without him doing the block as well. It's more of a feel thing. Oh. Yeah. I am also quite rusty with this one.
Yeah. But the general, like, what you need to... Oh, this is where things are special, actually. Number 4. You want to lead the chicken by these explosives. By these cars and these... The game crash? Oh, no, okay. There was a big... Okay. There was a big drop in frames. But, yeah, you want to lead lead them to these barrels that explode. And those cars are really good. So I'll go ahead and... So yeah, that's how you do it if you have your health attributes. Now, if you don't use health attributes, the way you want to go about it is you want to first have the second player spawned in by the time you do, like when you're by near the end of Chickens in Space. Because if you try to join during the level, it's gonna have to pull up, like it has to restart because it's a different level entirely. By the way, I should mention that the auto splitter does not split for the 2-player chicken fight. You have to do that manually. Now, explosives, unlike in solo, don't do anything here. So you just run and punch him. Try to get him into somewhere he'll get stuck. Oh god, I didn't downgrade my health attributes. Yikes. Hold up.
I've got my health attributes downgraded.
I'll just show what you're doing again then. Wow.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to bring the second player in. For your viewing ears' sakes, I'm going to turn off vibration.
Yeah, so you want to get him into a... Oh my god. You want to get him in a corner not a corner, but, you know, somewhere where he'll get stuck, so you don't have to keep running up towards him to punch him.
So here, just go straight forwards, kind of hit as many things on the way as possible. You see, it's like a maximum of like 3 combos each time. Here's the perfect corner to get him into.
Yeah.
For this one, I think it varies on preference. Some people I like to just keep him against this. Some people like to throw him into the barrels at the back. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So that's home, or chicken fight.
I'm gonna throw in a very quick tip here, which I'm not sure if Jay will know about. So depending on this next level, if you're gonna do either a co-op strat start or a solo strat, it's gonna depend on which option on the menu you press here. If you press continue, you'll continue as 2 players. If you press main menu, the game for some reason takes you to the next level, but solo.
Really?
Player. Yeah.
What?
Show. Look, it brings you as 1 player. If you press main menu whilst in co-op in that level.
Wow.
Yep.
This game is really wow. I like how this is a tutorial and I'm being taught and amazed by some of these things. Anyway, all right. So home, the big grand finale. Do you want to try to demonstrate, or should I? Or
oh, you've already got me up, haven't you? So
fair enough.
I'm going to show off the harder way of doing this. So we to pause it so I can explain.
We should probably explain how the boss works. Like,
yeah, so there are 3 faces to the boss. There's one in here. Once you clear it, you can go down the street to the next bit, and then there's a third one. We can skip phases 1 and 2, where we have to shoot the dinosaur, by doing a quite precise outward bound sequence. And yeah, so I'm going to show off probably the harder of the 2 methods for going out of bounds, where we have to do a satchel charge jump against a flat wall, which is more difficult than doing it in a corner. So you can almost kind of stand near the back of the car and then jump, and throw a satchel charge and kind of jump towards it. It's a much harder version of the skip. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, and then you want to do a swap jump.
Yeah, so when you get on that light, you want to swap jump up here and make a kind of precise jump over from that roof to this one. Kind of aiming for like the lowest part of the roof.
Yeah.
So here you want to go to this next roof. So you want to jump from kind of the highest part down to the lower part.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, we're going to be walking on a very thin. You can see this fence here. The fence has a very thin top to it, and it's very easy to fall off. So the way I recommend doing this is, probably going to be Brian at this point. He's like level Stewie. Is to kind of push yourself against it on this side. Aim using the shotgun, and then once you press up against it, do a quick jump to the side, and it perfect lines you up to go over. You can just kind of jump and go for it, but it's a bit harder.
Yeah, it's not really worth it in a full game run, to be honest.
Jump off this roof, you can do a melee boost off of it, and you can just walk through these fences, and that gets you to the 3rd phase. I'll probably let GA do the co-op jump since he's more well-versed in it.
Alright, sure. So that is the satchel jump variant, which is dumb and not very easy to do. Very risky for, like, you know, the last level of the game. So co-op. Let's do co-op. Here we go. So sometimes you kind of have to mash. So here's what I do. So I hold down for the first player. I keep them like around here just because it's kind of a safe spot. I run a little bit like down right a little bit as the second player so I can get up on this ramp. Move your camera. And, you know, by the time you're on the car, you want to go ahead and just move your character here so he can die, either through suicide or just waiting for the enemies to kill you. So during the respawn, you literally just stand on this car, jump at the appropriate time while spamming jump as the dead player, and that's it. Now you want to leave co-op as the second player. You don't want to do this the other way around. You don't want to have the second player doing the respawn jump, like doing the jump onto the light, because then, you know, you're fucked. So yeah, leave co-op, swap jump onto that low part of the roof. We'll just go ahead and recap that. And remember, you can put out, you can always do these, I can't believe I missed it, but you can always do these melee boosts for the, you know, for any time you are walking off a floor at all, you can just do a melee boost. You can actually do a little melee boost into the trigger for Phase 3 as well. A non-traditional melee boost, I should say. Alright, third and final phase. You need to spawn in the second player again. What I like to... Oh, first player must be Brian. Like, first player has to be Brian. So, as Stewie, I like to move into this corner over here. This is his safe spot. Now, the reason we have Stewie here is because if one player in solo or both players in co-op are dead, you get a bad end cutscene and Phase 3 starts over. We don't want that. We really don't. So this is the best way to prevent it, because even if you die as Brian here, you're still going to respawn and you're going to be okay. I'll have to probably give an example. I'll die here once on purpose if I don't on accident, to also show what you do if you die, because there's something a little weird with this dinosaur. Okay, so this dinosaur is going to start picking up these cars here. You also have all these guys ganging up on you. This is the point of the run where you pretty much just throw away all of your items. Well, you don't throw them away, but you want to use all of your items here, because you may as well. Okay, that was awfully timed. Wow. So... he's always going to grab this car here first. Also, they all spawn in the same place. Every time. I don't know why he turned around, though. That was unusual. So, as soon as the dinosaur grabs onto the... like, has his mouth in the car, you can just shoot it. I'll go ahead and die. Fuck it. So, if... he'll sometimes just stop in his tracks. I guess not now. Okay, it's really picky. Well, if you die sometimes, I think it's usually when he's about to grab it, the car, he'll just stop in his tracks. And to get him out of that quicker, you can just, during the respawn as Stewie, you know, take his ray gun and shoot him. And he'll go back to what he's trying to do. So these cars all spawn in the same place every time. That car there, this car here, he's grabbing onto that one. You already seen the one by Herbert's yard. Herbert's yard is pretty much your safe spot. So yeah, once you shoot down the final car, you just spam space and timing ends automatically if you're using the auto splitter on the results screen. Is there anything that I don't want to miss anything since this is the last video.
I'm not sure.
I guess we can... okay. Yeah, I guess that's it then. Okay. Well, I want to thank everyone who's watching this, and thank you for considering playing this game. It's a lot of fun. You won't regret it. And if you have any questions, we have a Discord. We got guides and resources on speedrun.com. We have a whole tech sheet. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I think a special shout out should be given to Toxic and Hoon as well.
Yeah, Toxic Penhead, Hoon Goons, they've done a lot of help in finding strats and optimizing this game. Yeah, their work has been amazing. Really appreciate y'all. Yeah, I think that's it. Have a good one and have fun running.